Have you ever get up from the couch and feel like your legs just forgot how to work? Like they're there, but not really there? Maybe your knees shake. Maybe your balance feels off. Most folks say, well, I'm just getting older. But what if it's not just age? What if it's that simple little breakfast you've been having for years? That piece of toast, that quick coffee. Sometimes the things we trust the most are the ones holding us back. Let's talk about it. Let's be real. Breakfast doesn't always get the attention it deserves. Some mornings, you're not even that hungry. You sip your coffee, maybe grab a piece of toast or a granola bar, and move on with your day. But here's the thing. For older adults, that first meal sets the stage for how your body moves, heals, and stays strong. It's not just food. It's fuel for your muscles, your brain, and your balance. In this video, we're going to unpack the simple habits that are quietly draining your strength. We'll walk through common mistakes, small changes that make a big difference, and meals that support your body, not work against it. You don't need a total overhaul. You just need the right start. And sometimes the smallest shifts have the biggest impact. Let's dive in together. Let's imagine it's morning. You've just woken up, and your body hasn't had any food in hours. Your muscles? They're not just waiting. They're begging for something, anything, to help them recover from the night. But what do they get? A slice of toast. Maybe some cereal. Just sugar and carbs with no real protein. That tiny decision can start a chain reaction. Your body, lacking nutrients, begins to break down muscle for energy. And if that happens day after day, your strength slowly slips away. It's called sarcopenia, muscle loss due to age, but really, it's about what we're not feeding our bodies. The good news? You can change that story. And it starts with what you eat in the first hour of your day. Let's talk about breakfast, the kind most of us grab when we're half awake. You know what I mean. A piece of toast, maybe a little jelly, a quick cup of coffee. And that's it. No big deal, right? But for your muscles, that's a huge missed opportunity. See, when you sleep, your body isn't eating. Your muscles go hours without fuel, and they wake up just like you, hungry. But instead of giving them what they need, we give them sugar and starch. Maybe cereal, maybe a muffin, something fast and familiar. But those foods don't rebuild anything. They give you a quick rush and then leave you empty. Your muscles are still waiting, still starving. And here's the part most folks don't realize. Right after you wake up, your body is primed to build. This is when your muscle protein synthesis, the process of rebuilding muscle fibers, peaks. But that only happens if you feed it right. If you skip breakfast or eat something light with no protein, your body doesn't rebuild. It starts breaking things down instead. That's how sarcopenia starts. Not with one skipped meal, but with years of underfueling your strength. Let me put it this way. Imagine trying to build a house with no bricks. That's what your body is doing when you give it toast and walk out the door. It can't repair what's wearing down. Now think about how this shows up in daily life. You might notice that standing up from the couch takes more effort. Maybe your balance feels off when you're walking through the grocery store. Maybe your legs feel wobbly by noon. And you think, well, I'm just getting older. But no, your body's missing the tools it needs to do its job. The fix? It's simple, and you don't have to overhaul your entire diet. You just need to add something solid to that first meal. Eggs, Greek yogurt, nut butter on whole grain toast. Even a small handful of nuts can make a big difference. And don't forget fiber-rich carbs. Whole grains like oatmeal or multi-grain bread help stabilize your blood sugar and give your body lasting energy. Pair that with protein, and you're telling your muscles, you matter. Let's rebuild today. Breakfast isn't just breakfast. It's your foundation. It's the first and maybe most important message you send your body every single day. And when that message says, we're strong, we're supported, your muscles respond. So tomorrow morning, pause before you reach for that cereal box. Ask yourself, am I giving my body what it needs to stand tall today? then grab something with purpose. Your future self will thank you. Let's be honest. Sugar tastes good. It's comforting, familiar, and for a lot of us, it's the first thing we reach for in the morning. Maybe it's a bowl of cereal. Maybe it's flavored yogurt, a muffin, a quick granola bar, even a glass of orange juice. These seem harmless, right? But here's the part we don't talk about enough: how sugar messes with your muscles. See, sugar isn't just about calories or cavities. It causes a deeper kind of trouble, something called inflammation. And when inflammation shows up inside your body, it doesn't come with a warning label. It's quiet, but it's powerful. It affects everything: your joints, your organs, and yes, your muscles. When you eat a sugary breakfast, your blood sugar spikes fast. Your body scrambles to bring it back down, releasing insulin. Then the crash hits. You feel tired, foggy, maybe even dizzy. And that's just the start. What's happening inside is more serious. That sugar causes inflammation, which actually blocks the process your body uses to rebuild muscles. It's like putting out the fire before it even starts. A study found that too much sugar can reduce muscle protein synthesis, the exact process that helps you gain strength and recover after moving. So even if you go for a walk or stretch each day, your body might not be rebuilding the way it's supposed to. And it doesn't stop there. Sugar increases something called oxidative stress. That means more free radicals in your system, tiny, unstable molecules that damage healthy cells. Muscles exposed to this kind of stress for too long become weaker, slower, and more prone to injury. What's tricky is that sugar hides in places you'd never expect. It's not just candy and cake. It's in salad dressings, so-called healthy energy bars, flavored oatmeal, and even some whole grain breads. So you might think you're eating well, but your body is fighting off a sugar storm before you've even made out the door. Now, the good news. You don't have to quit sugar completely. Just swap smart. Try plain Greek yogurt with berries. Add cinnamon to your oatmeal instead of brown sugar. Choose whole fruit over juice. These small changes add up fast. They reduce inflammation, help your muscles repair, and keep your energy steady. Because the truth is, sugar might taste sweet, but its effects on your body are anything but. In your muscles, they deserve better fuel. Let's talk about something most of us don't give a second thought to: water. It sounds so basic, right? Just plain old water. But for your muscles, it's everything. Your muscles are made up of almost 3/4 water. That's not just a fun fact. It's the reason they move, stretch, repair, and support your every step. And the moment your body starts running low on water, your muscles feel it fast. The thing is, as we age, our sense of thirst becomes less reliable. So even if you don't feel thirsty, your body might already be dehydrated. You might notice it as stiffness in your legs, cramping during short walks, or even feeling lightheaded when you stand up too quickly. That's not always just getting older. Many times, it's your body calling out for hydration. And here's something else. When your muscles don't get enough water, nutrients can't move through your system efficiently. Blood flow slows down. Oxygen delivery takes a hit. And that means your muscles don't recover as quickly. They stay sore longer. They become more prone to injury. Plus, water helps flush out waste like lactic acid. Without it, toxins hang around longer and leave you feeling more fatigued than you should be. That groggy, heavy-leg feeling some people get, often it's not weakness. It's dehydration. Now, let's talk about what makes things worse. Many folks start their day with coffee, black tea, or even soda. And while those drinks have their place, they also act as diuretics, meaning they make your body lose more water. You might be sipping all day and still falling behind. So what can you do? Start simple. Before you reach for that cup of coffee, drink a full glass of water. Just 8 ounces. It takes a minute, but it sets your entire system up for better circulation and better muscle response. If you want flavor, throw in a few slices of lemon or cucumber. maybe a sprig of mint. Keep a water bottle nearby and sip throughout the day. Eat foods that hydrate you, too, like watermelon, cucumber, oranges, and lettuce. Hydration isn't just about drinking. It's also about eating foods that support it. It might sound small, but staying hydrated helps protect your balance, keep your muscles flexible, and support every step you take. It's one of the simplest things you can do for your body, and one of the most powerful. Because when your muscles are made of water, the best gift you can give them is more of it. Let's clear something up. When you hear the word strength training, you might picture a crowded gym, heavy weights, and young people flexing in front of mirrors. But that's not what we're talking about here. Strength training for older adults looks different, and honestly, it's more important now than ever. The truth is, once you hit 30, your muscle mass starts to slowly decline. By the time you reach 60, if you're not doing anything about it, that loss can speed up. And it doesn't just affect your arms or legs. It affects how steady you feel when walking, how easily you get up from a chair, or how confident you're stepping into the shower. Strength isn't just about muscles. It's about independence. Now here's the good news. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need to join a gym. And you don't have to lift anything heavier than a gallon of milk. Small movements, done regularly, can create big changes. Let's say you start by standing up and sitting down from a chair without using your hands. Do it 5 times, then 10. That's strength training. Pushing against the wall with your palms, that's a push-up. Holding onto the back of a chair and slowly lifting one leg at a time, that's balance and muscle control. It all counts. One study found that just 2 short strength sessions per week helped older adults improve their walking speed, posture, and even sleep. Why? Because when you remind your muscles they're still needed, they respond. Think of your muscles like an old friend. They might have gone quiet, but they have not forgotten you. And when you start showing up, even a little, they show up too. You don't have to go hard. You just have to go steady. Set a goal, 10 minutes a day. That's it. Put on some music. Do a few gentle exercises in your living room. Use water bottles instead of weights. Or grab a resistance band and stretch while watching your favorite show. The key is consistency. That gentle challenge you give your muscles today, it tells your body, hey, we're not done yet. Keep building. And little by little, it does. Because strength after 60 is not about lifting more. It's about living better. And every movement you make is a step toward more confidence, more ability, and more control over your life. Let's take a closer look at the foods we reach for when we're busy, tired, or just not in the mood to cook. You know the ones: sliced deli meats, packaged snacks, white bread, frozen meals. They're quick, easy, and they've been around forever. But for your muscles, they're trouble in disguise. See, many of these foods are loaded with preservatives, refined oils, excess sodium, and chemical additives that our bodies were never meant to process. These ingredients trigger inflammation. And when your body is inflamed, it doesn't function at its best. Muscles stay sore longer, joints feel stiff, and your recovery after movement slows way down. Inflammation also messes with how well your body absorbs nutrients. So even if you're trying to eat healthier, say, adding in vegetables or taking supplements, your body might not be getting the full benefit. It's like trying to fill a leaky bucket. The effort's there, but the payoff isn't. Let's take white bread, for example. It's been stripped of its fiber and nutrients. When you eat it, your blood sugar spikes and you get a quick burst of energy, but it doesn't last. And over time, that repeated spike and crash wears your system down. The same goes for fried foods and fast food. They often contain trans fats, which slow down circulation. And poor circulation means your muscles aren't getting the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong. Then there are the little things that sneak in: packaged crackers, flavored coffee creamers, bottle dressings. You think they're small, but over time, they add up. Each one quietly contributes to inflammation and gets in the way of muscle repair. So what can you do? Start swapping, not overhauling. Try whole grain bread instead of white. Roast your own chicken instead of buying deli slices. Choose foods with fewer ingredients and ones you can actually pronounce. Cook with olive oil instead of frying. Add more color to your plate with vegetables, berries, and nuts. These foods are anti-inflammatory and help your muscles recover and grow. Remember, your body is working hard to take care of you, but needs the right tools. And food is one of the most powerful tools you've got. Choose what heals, not what harms. Because strong muscles aren't just built by movement. They're built by what you feed them every single day. And here's something worth remembering. The food choices you make today don't have to be perfect. They just have to be better than yesterday. One less bag of chips. One more home-cooked meal. Over time, these small choices build momentum. You're not too old to change. Your muscles are not too far gone. Your next bite is a chance to nourish, to support, to heal. So give your body the care it deserves, and it will return the favor. Let food be your medicine, and let your kitchen be your first step towards stronger days ahead. Let's talk about something a lot of us do without thinking, reaching for a painkiller. Maybe your back feels stiff when you wake up. Maybe your knees ache after a short walk. So you take a pill. It helps, so you take it again tomorrow. And the next day. Before long, it's just part of your routine. Now, there's no judgment here. Pain is real, and these medications can be a lifesaver when used the right way. But what most folks don't know is that taking painkillers too often can actually work against your body, especially your muscles. Here's what's happening. When you move your body, even just stretching or walking, your muscles experience tiny tears. That's normal. It's part of how they get stronger. Your body sees this small damage, sends out inflammation, and starts repairing those fibers. But if you're constantly using non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, like ibuprofen or naproxen, you're stopping that repair signal. You're telling your body, quiet down, when really, it needs to speak up and rebuild. Studies have shown that overusing painkillers can suppress muscle protein synthesis. That means your body can't build back stronger muscles the way it's supposed to. So even if you're exercising, you might not be seeing the benefits because your muscles aren't getting the full message to heal and grow. On top of that, regular use can irritate your stomach lining, strain your kidneys, and interfere with nutrient absorption. If your digestion isn't working properly, your muscles aren't getting the fuel they need, even if you're eating well. So what's the alternative? Try heat instead of pills. A warm compress on your joints. A hot shower in the morning. Stretch gently. Use an Epsom salt soak after walking. Add anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric, ginger, or salmon to your meals. And most importantly, talk to your doctor. If you've been taking over-the-counter pain meds daily, it's time to check in. There may be safer, more sustainable options. Your body is not the enemy. Pain is a message, not a mistake. The goal isn't to silence your body. It's to support it. And when you listen closely, your body tells you exactly what it needs. Let's talk protein. Most people think it's just for bodybuilders or young folks at the gym. You picture protein shakes, grilled chicken, big meals. But here's the truth. Once you hit your 60s, your need for protein actually goes up. And most older adults aren't getting nearly enough of it. It's not about feeling full. You might eat 3 meals a day and still not give your body what it needs to maintain muscle. Because toast, soup, rice, or a soft sandwich might be comforting, but they don't provide the building blocks your muscles are starving for. Your body is constantly breaking down and rebuilding. But as you age, the rebuilding process slows. That means your muscles need even more support from the food you eat. And without enough protein, the scale doesn't show it, but your strength starts fading one step, one movement at a time. Think about it. Climbing stairs feels harder. You avoid lifting the laundry basket. Getting up from the floor takes more effort. And little by little, your independence gets chipped away, not from lack of effort, but from lack of fuel. One study found that older adults need up to 50% more protein than they did in their younger years, just to maintain what they already have. That's huge. And it's not just about muscles. Protein also helps your immune system, your skin, your hair, and your ability to recover from illness or injury. The good news? It doesn't have to be complicated. Add one good source of protein to every meal. Start your morning with eggs or Greek yogurt. Toss some beans into your soup at lunch. Have fish, tofu, or lean chicken for dinner. Even snacks like cottage cheese or a smoothie with milk and oats can make a difference. Your muscles are listening. Even now, they're not gone. They're waiting for the signal to grow stronger. And that signal starts with what's on your plate. So the next time you're thinking about what to eat, ask yourself this: does this meal help me stay strong? If the answer is no, it's time for a small shift. Because staying active isn't just about movement. It's about nourishment. And protein is a big part of that story. You could be doing everything right. You might be walking every morning, stretching before bed, maybe even lifting a few light weights during the week. And still, your strength keeps slipping. Here's what most people miss. Your muscles aren't just shaped by what you do. They're shaped by what you give them. If your breakfast is missing protein, if you're dehydrated, if your body is constantly fighting off sugar or inflammation, then no amount of movement can fix what's missing. That's why so many older adults feel frustrated. They're making an effort, but without the right fuel, their body is just spinning its wheels. The moment that changes, it's the moment you see food, hydration, and rest not as extras, but as part of the plan. Muscles don't grow just because you move. They grow when you recover, when you rest, when you nourish. That's where your strength is built, quietly, steadily, and it starts with your next choice. Getting stronger after 60 is not about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing one thing better than you did yesterday. Drink that glass of water in the morning. Choose eggs instead of toast once this week. Do those 5 squats during a commercial break. Each one is a quiet promise to your body that you're still in this, still building, still showing up, because strength isn't built all at once. It's built in everyday moments, when you choose nourishment over convenience, motion over stillness, and care over habit. And here's the best part. It's never too late. Your muscles are always listening. Your body is always ready to begin again. So take a breath, make a choice, and keep going. So here's your next step. Start small, but start today. Drink that glass of water before your coffee. Add some protein to your breakfast. Take a walk around the block or stretch during a quiet moment. And if this message spoke to you, share it with someone you care about. A friend, a sibling, someone who needs to hear that it's not too late. Because change doesn't begin with perfection. It begins with awareness and one honest choice at a time.